you've sent out this very strong call for a uniquely African green revolution, and people are really starting to sit up and listen, particularly at the level of the people that we've got here at this conference. But to my mind, a revolution is one that happens amongst ordinary people, amongst the farmers of Africa. So how do you think you can get your message, which has been heard at a higher level, down to those people who really need to be involved?
No, you're absolutely right. It's the farmers we need, and we are working directly with the farmers. The whole approach of AGRA is to work with the farmers, with the men and women, mainly women, who produce the food of Africa. And at the country level, we are working directly with them. I have visited some of these farmers in Western Kenya, for example, where they're experimenting with maize, breeding high quality seeds for distribution to the farmers. And we are also beginning to work with them on how to improve the soil. And then we'll move on to irrigation, water management, basically pushing them to try and get more crop per drop. And you need to really demonstrate to the farmers that you have something for them that works. And once you convince the farmers, you have a real success. We are not going to focus on governments. We need the governments to ensure that they come up with the right policies and come up with policies which are pro-rural population. And it creates lots of jobs, you know, and they need to create jobs. And so in the end, it almost has to be complete mobilization of society at the rural level, and this is what I hope we'll be able to do.
And how do you see that being achieved? I mean, obviously it's fantastic you're working in Western Kenya, and I'm sure working in many other areas in Africa, but you're just one organization.
No, but we're not going to be working alone. We will have partners. In fact, beginning of June, there will be a summit in Rome on agriculture. And we will be signing an agreement that we've negotiated. We've been negotiating since November with the Rome-based food agencies, FAO, World Food Programme, and IFAD, about working together at the country level. And so in each country, we will pool our efforts. We'll see who is on the ground, who is doing what is working, that needs to be scaled up, what has failed and we should move away from. And we are reaching out to other agencies working on agriculture in Africa, with the US Millennium Challenge account, with DFID, with the European Union we hope to work with, and World Bank, which is also going to commit resources, substantial resources to agriculture. We hope we'll join all of us to work together. And recently the African Development Bank has decided to focus on infrastructure to make sure the farmers can get their produce from the farm gate to the market. So there are lots of people involved, but what is more important is effective coordination, effective programs to ensure that by pooling our efforts, we have a real impact on this problem that we are dealing with. So that is at the level of the agencies, the governments, the donors, and then at the country level, we also need to work with the farmers to prove to them we have something better for them. And farmers are smart. If you convince them it works, your work is done, and that's our challenge.